starting unit for Coach L.A. Mawar is Owani, Malagar, De La Rosa, Olivenza, and De La Cruz. Their starting lineup will include Villanueva, Betaño, Medina, Timon, and Solis. Clear time if they end up in the second instead of the third. All right, tip-off begins here with an Ateneo possession. De La Rosa just absorbing the contact and getting the foul. And now she heads on to the line for a freebie.
Inside that paint area, but this is something you don't see a lot, is her taking it all the way down court by herself and finishing on the other end. She just improves every single season. The UAAP, and then of course we know the dominance of Casey De La Rosa. So we'll see how they battle each other today.
3 is in for Marga Villanueva. 0 out of 3 so far from distance. Villanueva waits for that. Villanueva knocks that down.
And speaking of hot three-point shooters,
a look at how she got her 17.
And for me, it's the patience. She could have taken that first shot, but knowing to shot fake, let the defense fly by, and then you get a much...
6-3. Then Gayabyab changes that. Knocks down the three-pointer, and it's a 6-point advantage now on the side of. Take a look at that. Christine Gayabyab, first three shot, first three made. And that's just pure confidence from Tin Gayabyab off here in season 88. Ateneo and NU number 2 and 3. And Casey De La Rosa, the MVP candidate.
Maybe they're trying to push pace in this ball game. They did it there with that great pass from Kate Concho down below too.
Watch out for. They can sense the frustration of Tin, so you know that she's going to create, or at least find opportunities to create for
on the bench. But looking back on this drive by Kate Concho, excellent footwork to slide. I told you she was tough.
Yeah.
I knew she'd be back.
I wasn't surprised that she's back here. Angel Serata giving NU another 2 points. Take a look at that shot.
Well, first it was this inside pass from Paula.
She goes to Betaño. Betaño for 3. Aloha says hello with a 3-pointer as soon as she checked in, and that forces Coach
to Serata. And then on the next possession, we see Aloha Betaño second-guessing it a little bit, and then she realized how open she was and gets that 3-pointer to swish.
20-12.
I like the fight from Ateneo, grabbing those O boards, but unable to convert. But Christine Gayabyab on the side of NU able to get that easy too.
Sabi niya, that's how she wants it. Gusto niya may contact eh. Because earlier, she was a little too open and missed that. Yeah, but the question is, does Casey have enough gas in the tank to go for 40 minutes? Aloha Betaño again. Another 3. But this time from the way by Betaño. The 3 by Villanueva. Got it! Marga, look at that one.
Marga Villanueva, you leave her wide open, especially in that corner.
For the top scorer, Casey working down under.
And that was a great, you know she's gonna knock it down. And then this nice speed from Sandra Villacruz on the inside to the ceiling, Casey De La Rosa.
12 seconds on the shot clock, but Serata doesn't need much time to get that basket in. Angel playing those passing lanes. Serata absorbs the contact and one. Angel Serata on her way.
Wide open under the rim. And then reading this beautifully, getting this steal, taking it all the way, sidestep. And a beautiful finish. Few players left that I got to play against when I was still at Ateneo.
Angel Serata again. Now it's a 7-0.
De La Rosa withstand this throughout the rest of this ball game. But Angel Serata.
Collision. But I'm sure you can see it on the screens, but it's so much more evident here in the arena. Casey De La Rosa.
Run of her own for the NU Lady Bulldogs on the other end. Casey battling out under that board.
Final minute in the first half. Erica swings it over. Malagar for 3. Camille Malagar finally knocks down the
You
three-point.
can't really stop her. You just make things as difficult as possible for her. And that's where she's drawing those fouls.
Casey again working underneath. This time she misses. Ateneo on the move. Forward pass to Solis. Solis gets that one in. Ateneo goes to Serata. They go back to Villanueva. They're feeding Pingol. Pingol, couple of moves. Shot doesn't fall in. Serata with the cleanup job. Couldn't capitalize on that. Instead, she gets her own miss. Angel sets up Ateneo. Kayabyab now in the ball game. Kayabyab mid-range jumper is good.
You move your feet. Tin just blew by Sandra there.
Kai going center court. Forward pass to Casey. Read well by Bonnie. Gracie kicks it over to Hannah. Sandra again, a lot of touches for a lot of players here. Casey loses it. Scoring so far. That's the reason why this lead has ballooned. Ateneo goes to Serata. Back to Ateneo. Aloha for three. Gets that one in. Wow, take a look at that. Aloha Ateneo.
That's all she needs. Kayabyab. Same goes for Aloha Ateneo. If you do not chop your feet, put a hand up, they're gonna drain that shot.
Great strip there by Ateneo. Good.
That's a good shot selection. The defense of NU was backing off, so Hannah Lopez was open. Good shot selection, just couldn't get it to fall. Kai was 4 of 8 from the three-point range.
Camille now gives it a shot at it. Casey, offensive rebound. Casey De La Rosa.
All teams are still asking that same question, Ring.
Then, great swipe there by Kai. And you know, that's the thing that Kai needs to do.
Limited Ateneo to only 4 points.
And we talked about how this was a low-scoring ball game. I mean, if you're Coach D.A. Olan, you would be happy because despite it...
There are some shot selection that she could go to her other teammates, but she knows everyone is struggling right now from the field.
What a beautiful pass between Pingol and Serata. We've seen that not just in this ball game between the number 2 and number 3 teams. They are the and in these times where there is no Casey De La Rosa, who will stop girls like Christine Kayabyab, who is just operating underneath?
Textbook transition offense right there. 3 passes up to 10 Kayabyab, easy buckets. Executing it yet again. Solis is the receiver on that one.
In that 2-3 spot.
And we see Lauren Lopez for the Ateneo Blue Eagles has been inserted into this game. I think Coach LA is trying to I think NU knows that. So the team is always going to be there to lift up their teammates.
And speaking of lifting, this scoreline of NU just keeps piling up as Marga Villanueva gets that reverse in. Take a look at these sequences.
Such a beautiful pass ahead and an even better finish from Marga Villanueva, finishing through the contact on the other side with her left hand.
And it's 62 is the lone contributor here for Ateneo that has stayed consistent all game long, and a great find there for NU. A little bit of unluckiness because sometimes they miss their open shots. As Angel Serata cannot be stopped in this ball game.
Angel Serata just being great around the rim. She knows where to dive. Her teammates are rewarding her.
In tip-top shape to get win number 7. Layup is good there by Solis.
She holds it, assesses the defense, and then knows her next move. Just like Solis there, she knew her next to the basket, knowing she has the speed advantage.
And you know, that's so gutsy of her to pick up her dribble that way and know that she is going to get that basket in because you know,
she's just 1 rebound short of a triple-double.
Iko gets that one in. That's going to be another 2-pointer here on the side. And NU pulls the plug as they get win number 7 in the next few sequences. Final score, 69-47. Ateneo was unable to stop the NU Lady Bulldogs that just bulldozed their way through this second half. A great showing for the girls in blue.